Guys, what's up? What's going on out there today? Yes, it is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, with another episode of the January 2025 Daily Fundy. I was away last week playing a tournament in Naples, Florida, so was a little derelict in getting videos out on a regular basis. So I am making up for it today as we speak. This is labeled as January 16th. Yes, I know it's not January 16th. It's probably well past that as you watch this video. But look, today's message is when topspin is the wrong shot choice. And look, this is a fundamental, this is a tactical fundamental, a fundy, as in the message I got from the great Tom Stowe way back in the day, which is Mr. Abel, when you master the fundamentals in terms of swing tech and shot choice, tactics, that's the advanced stuff. There's nothing else past that. There's no magic bullet that's only a few of the players know about, that only a few of the coaches know about. No, the advanced stuff is simply mastering the fundamentals of the game. And when you spend time doing it, even a lot of the time when it's just stinking boring, but you got to go through that time. You got to go through those practice sessions of learning how this fundamental fits into into you in terms of how does it feel for you. And once you get it, then like I said before, that's the advanced stuff. I got that message a long time ago, bought into it, hook, line, and sinker from the great Tom Stowe. And yeah, I mean, it's made a huge difference for me, not only as a player, but also as a coach. So I'm going to give you a tactic that I deployed last week in Naples, Florida, against a really good player, and I'm gonna describe to you exactly what that was. Uh, the title here is when topspin is the wrong shot choice, and we're going to talk about that. Look, guys, before we get into this, if you find yourself playing tight, nervous, anxious. Maybe you get a big lead. We talked about that in the last episode on January 15th. You're getting a big lead, and or you're at the end of the set and you're trying to close out the set or the match, and it's not happening. We actually labeled choking as something completely different, and this course is going to help you build confidence. The code for building confidence really for mental toughness gets built off the court first. And I've got 5 mini mindset training skills. I want to get you into that course. If you've not checked it out, there's a link right down below. After we're done today with today's episode of the January 2025 Daily Fundy, check it out and get signed up, and you can get started right away. In the meantime, let's talk about when topspin is the wrong shot choice. Look, I played this guy on the clay, Naples, Florida last week. Really good forehand. I mean, really outstanding forehand. Really good backhand in terms of the slice. The forehand, he could just top that thing all day long. And kind of a taller guy. I would say he's probably 6'2". I mean, not hugely tall, but tall enough that, look, let's be real. As we age up, we can have the greatest topspin technique on forehand or backhand. But as we age up, we just don't get the same kind of rotation. We don't get the same kind of power. And if you are playing on the clay court, lots of times it goes over there. The clay just kind of grabs it, and the ball just sits up nice and purty for this guy to do whatever he wants to do. And so, um, I decided, like, well, why would I give him what he wants, which he wants to be able to go ahead and the reason I brought up tall is because the reason he wants me to play topspin and have it sit up is it's right in the strike zone, right? I'd be setting him up right in the strike zone. He could drive the forehand, he could come around the corner of the ball and really hook and get a nice kind of hooked angle forehand. And I decided let's keep the ball underneath his strike zone. And for me, with the backhand, that's pretty much my staple. I'm going to play an underspin drive, disguise that from time to time into a drop shot. Yeah, the guy had to run a lot for a lot of drop shots, but I'm talking more about the forehand today, which is uh, I decided, look, I don't want to play my topspin forehand unless on those few times when the incoming ball just sits up there for me, and it's just like a real opportunity to get a nice high loopy semi topspin that's going to have a pretty big bounce over there. But for the most part, if balls are down low in my strike zone, I'm more of a linear incoming ball. I'm going to play an underspin forehand drive. And the reason for that is I want the ball to skid. I want it to stay low, and I don't want it to bounce up into his natural strike zone. And you know what? It worked out, and I just stuck with it, even though he knew it was coming. I'm assuming he knew that's what was going to happen. I just didn't want to give him what would be ideal for him, even if I know the messaging out there from so many coaches and pros is, oh, well, topspin is now the modern game. Well, in this case, the modern game would have fed the beast over there, and I just wasn't willing to do that. So, look, if you're not doing it, I want you to really start working on an underspin forehand drive because against some players, that's what you got to do. I mean, you've got to be able to make sure the ball stays below their strike zone. And if you can do that, now you're going to get some offensive opportunities, right? You're to get some short balls, and or you're going to also be able to disguise that forehand, that underspin forehand, into a drop shot, just like you're doing with your backhand as well. You got to have that underspin forehand drive in your toolbox. Guys, hope this has been helpful today. Down below, let me know what's on your mind. Any comments, any questions, remarks, feedback. Always love to read your stuff and respond to it. And as I mentioned at the very top, look, if you've not checked out yet my 5 mini mindset skills training course, it's a 28-day course that takes you day by day into each one of these 5 mini mindset skills so that you build up some confidence. And look, confidence, mental toughness, gets built off of the tennis court first, and that's what this course is going to help you do. It's normally $197 course, but this month I'm going to offer it to you at just 77 bucks, which includes all the bonuses that normally come with it, all the extra stuff that I've got in the offer. Just 77 bucks. There's a link right down below. Click it, and you will be all set to go. Guys, look, underspin forehand drive, gotta have it, got to have it. Can't just be locked down on having to hit topspin forehands all the time because, as I said before, lots of times you're feeding the beast over there. We don't want to do that. We don't want to give them what they want, right? So, all right, guys, yeah, down below, click that link down below. Get started with the 5 mini mindset skills training course if you haven't already done so. And as always, right now is the time. We got to get out there. We got to help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.